today we're going to help the Audi cough back.
And we're going to be doing that by installing this new 3-inch downpipe to make the whole system release more air a lot faster.
A new gasket and clamp.
This is because the stock downpipe has 2 catalytic converters in, meaning the air coming out of the car is restricted compared to this new downpipe we're fitting in today's video. So first things first, let's get the intake and the intake pipe removed from the car so we can see the downpipe bolts to undo them. I'm going to start off by getting the T30 bolt from the back of the intake bracket.
So at the minute we've got this screw out and we've got this pipe off. We need to get to that clip in there, but it is extremely hard to get to. Trying to get this pipe off, great hard work. That looks impossible to get to. Give it a wiggle, and out we come.
As you can see, I'm disconnecting the battery because when working on any car it is always a good idea to disengage the power. So I'm going to start by disconnecting the negative terminal first, and then we can go ahead and remove the positive terminal.
Got the intake pipe out, we've got this to undo, and I think there's a screw in there that we need to undo. This is so that we can get to the downpipe, which is down there, as you can see.
So let's get the rest of it off and finish this job. We've got one T40 that we need to undo, which holds the fuel rail to the heat shield.
Once we've got these parts off at the top, I'm then going to jack the car up and we'll get underneath it. This heat shield is also one of the hardest things to get back on because you just cannot see the bolts.
So if you're working on one of these cars, then the heat shield will have 3 bolts that you need to undo. However, mine, because I knew that this would be coming off again soon, only has one big M8 triple square in.
As you can see, there's the turbo, there's the downpipe. That's what we'll be replacing from. So we've got this lambda sensor loose, and we've got the cable connected, so now we can get this one out. And we've got the top 2 studs for the downpipe loosened and cracked off. I think I'm going to try and crack the bottom ones off before I try and get those top ones out, because I remember last time it was a nightmare to put them back in. There's one. So now we're under the car. We need to get these 2 off. That's how I'm planning on getting the downpipe bolts out. Up there, there's another lambda sensor in there. Let's get it done.
Stupid.
So I'm just cracking the exhaust hanger bolts off now, which is the only other thing connecting the downpipe to the car, apart from the 4 bolts that bolt to the turbo.
So I am really struggling to get the downpipe bolt off the back furthest down. It is on there so tight. So I will get back to you once I've got this bolt off. When I say getting that off was a mission, I haven't got a 15mm ratchet spanner, I've got 14 and I've got 17. So I was literally doing half turns with that, my hands all cramped up. I mean, I'm sure you guys can relate, but my gosh, that was a mission. Yeah, we should be able to get to them with a ratchet now. So let's get them off and get this new one on.
The one trick when taking these bolts out is to try and make sure that the studs don't come out with the bolts. However, sometimes they rust themselves on and come out with them. This has indeed previously led me to getting the blowtorch out and snapping a bolt inside the turbo, which was not a very pleasant job. Now, as always, if you are enjoying this content, please don't forget to like, comment, share and subscribe. Let me know in the comments down below what content you guys would like to see.
Stud came out with that one. And the last one. Okay, so the next part, now that we've got those studs out, is to get that clamp or exhaust hanger off down there. I also need to figure out what pipe diameter this is. I'm pretty sure I've got a clamp for it. I'm pretty sure it will just go straight on.
shouldn't have said that. I should not have said that.
This job is turning out to be a lot harder than I expected. The whole exhaust is hanging down now. Stupidly put the car here where there's a puddle, but there's another exhaust hanger there which I need to get off. So I'm gonna graft away and try and get this exhaust off. And then once it's off, I'll come back to you. Finally, the exhaust is off. That probably took a good half an hour. So let's get the new downpipe set up and ready to go on. I need to get those pipes split apart, but that should be easy enough. I'm only going to put this on there loosely.
I'm going to tighten up the flange so the downpipe and the centre section of the exhaust can be one piece and it's easier to install, so I don't have to do this when underneath the car.
Managed to get the old exhaust off. Downpipe's over there, extra pipes there. That was a ball ache to get off. I'm going to get the downpipe in now. Yeah, hopefully it goes on a treat. Famous last words. Got the downpipe on. Need to get this stud in. Got to get this section back on, and then we can get all of this stuff back in. And yeah.
Regardless of how little room I've got to work down here, I'm tightening up the downpipe bolts now with a ratchet and a 16mm socket. 3 of these bolts are easy to do, but there's one that's really hard to get to.
Just so you guys can actually see what I'm dealing with and how much room I've got.
So just bear in mind, if you're doing this job yourself, you may struggle, like I did, to get these bolts off or tightened up.
Long day. It's about 5 o'clock now, and as you can see it is getting a bit dark. But I've got 3 of them tightened up, not all the way. I just need to get this last one done, but I need to do that underneath with my non-ratchet 15mm spanner, unfortunately. That'll be that section of the exhaust on. Then we can get this section on, tighten everything back up. Let me know in future videos if you would want to see the content of me underneath the car. I was hoping the car was going to be a bit higher, but if you want to see the content of me under the car, please let me know in the comments. Editing this video now becomes a bit funny, as you would have just seen in this clip. That didn't exactly go to plan. So my plan is now, with this car, on Saturday I'm going to an exhaust fabrication shop. They're going to give me a quote for a system. The rear end of the exhaust now doesn't fit where the downpipe ends. That will be in a future video, or this video, depending on how quick I can get that turned around. But that just about brings us to the end of this video. So if you're not already, please remember to like, comment, share and subscribe. Let me know in the comments what content you would like to see, and I will see you next Sunday at 6 PM for the next upload on the channel.